endometriosis group, fellow sufferers of invisible illnesses. You know, I've really been putting off doing this video, honestly, because I was hoping to know what to say, and I was hoping to have information of what was going on, and I've just been waiting and waiting, and I'm just getting more and more and more anxious, and it's just making me feel worse and worse. And I just, you know, I don't know. But it's just making more of an impact on me, and I figured, I guess I'll just go ahead and do a video. And also, I mean, sadly to say, my family a lot probably will find out what's going on from this video, because I haven't really been telling anybody what's been going on, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I guess, you know, a lot of it is because I don't know anything, so there's really nothing to share. And I'm frustrated. I'm tired of getting upset. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So to my family, I apologize. Because I owe you more than this. But I'm just too overwhelmed. Okay. But to the meat of the video, you know, I have not been feeling well for a few months, doing well. And I know that after people watch this video, they'll go back and they can see on my YouTube or my, you know, my Twitter, my Facebook, or my Instagram, and they can say, what do you mean? You look great. Look at you out there. You're fishing. You're out there in the sun. You're standing. You're doing what you love. And I get that. What people forget is that my social media is just like yours. And I show people what I want them to see. You see the snippets that I allow you to see. Even when it comes to fishing, when you see me on the boat, you don't see the times that I'm sitting down and Dad's on the front of the boat because I'm too tired and I need a break. I'll be posting videos of my striper trip soon, and I felt so bad. And it was cold out, and I took a 3-hour nap on the back of the boat. And you don't do that during striper fishing, and you guys will see why in the video, because it's fast and it's exciting. But I let people see what I want them to see. And so with that being said, and if you can find a way to understand that I'm not showing the times that I'm stomping, thanks buddy, that I'm stomping around the house in pain, or that I can't sleep, or when I don't get out of bed for days, or sometimes I don't get out of the house for a week. And sometimes it's from one appointment to my next appointment. You know, if you can just kind of follow me with that, then just work with me. So it's been rough, and I started out having what could be, I guess, characterized as relapse symptoms or breakthrough symptoms, you know, with increase in fatigue, and I have medications to make the fatigue not so bad. So the increase in that, headaches that, I mean, I was diagnosed with migraine headaches when I was 8 years old. They run in my family, and my family will vouch for this. They run in my family like wildfire. And I was diagnosed at 8 years old with migraines. And these headaches are different. I can't even explain them. And I was getting them, I was going to bed with them, I was waking up with them, they were all day, nothing would touch them. And I started having old symptoms that I had coming right out of the hospital, and new symptoms to come along with them, like different sensations, and like sometimes it would hurt to have like a shirt on, almost like I had shingles. And I don't know, I could go on and on. It makes me sound crazy, I know that. And that's why it makes it embarrassing. But anyway, so my diagnosis, neurosarcoidosis, you know, come January, it'll be 5 years. Can you believe that? 5 years. I became disabled when I was 35 years old. And okay, I need a break. I will be back. Okay, well, clearly I took a long enough break to where I'm in different clothes. And I gathered my thoughts from when you saw me the last time. And I have actually done this video, I don't know how many times, and I'm just exhausted. So hopefully I can get through this without getting upset. I probably not, but I'm gonna do my best. And I decided this is actually my first run through with my FX3 jersey on, and I chose this because it is Giving Tuesday, and FX3 is obviously on Facebook, and they're looking for donations because of the Facebook match. And wearing this jersey means a great deal to me, not only because one of my good friends, Michael John, started it. He's a veteran, and he's helping to combat veteran suicide through his platform of fishing. But Ozzy, quit. Sorry, it's my puppy. But also my father is a Vietnam vet, and he is a Purple Heart recipient. So I wear this jersey with great pride. And it has BassingGal on the back of the jersey instead of Barbara. And BassingGal did not come about until after I got sick. And if you've seen my introduction video, that kind of makes sense. But anyway, enough about that. So I'm not sure exactly where I left off with that video. I didn't even go back and watch it, but I know that I was trying to get across to the point that, you know, I've been thinking one thing for quite a while, as far as this is your diagnosis, which is neurosarcoidosis. I don't even know if I mentioned that in the last one, but, and I've done so much research on it. And when I went to see the new neurologist, well, I did so much research in the beginning of it because obviously it's so rare, nobody's ever heard of it, to the point where, like, I was all about purple. You can see that. Like, I went out, I ordered these off of Amazon. I gave a couple of bracelets to some of my closest friends, joined Facebook groups and stuff. Like, I was, you know, find a cure for sarcoidosis, you know. And so I went to my new neurologist, and he was pretty sure that I had multiple sclerosis. Just, you know, basically looking at my chart, it looked like I had multiple sclerosis. And I have been seeing a multiple sclerosis specialist because my disease is pretty much, that's the closest thing to it, is MS. So that kind of made him think, well, if you've been seeing a doctor that specializes in that and he doesn't think that it is, well, I can't just start, you know, I can't change your diagnosis and start treating you as that, because that wouldn't make any sense. Totally understand. So he sent my chart to the Mayo Clinic and did an e-consult. And again, this was a month and a half ago. And they start, you know, looking at it, and sent him a message back, had told him what they recommended, and they wanted me to get a bunch of labs done. They were testing specifically for an antibody, aquaporin 4, I think was the name of it. But it was testing for the disease NMO, which is neuromyelitis optica. When I briefly researched it afterwards, because that's just how I am. Like, I don't know, at this point, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I have that natural, just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, I don't like surprises. I like to try to prepare the best that I can. And maybe that's why I'm struggling so much. It's because, like, and this is what I tell my doctors, like, if I'm on a roller coaster and I'm told at the top of the roller coaster, like, you're gonna die before the end of this ride, I want to know, if they give me the option, I want to know, are we gonna jump the track? Are we gonna, you know, are we gonna land on ground? Are we gonna land on water? Are we gonna hit a tree? You know, I want to know how, you know, how everything's going to happen. And I was really scared in the beginning of my illness because they thought I might have multiple sclerosis. So even the thought that this was coming back up scared me to death. So when I looked up NMO and saw how bad NMO was, to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, please just don't let it be NMO. I would rather it be MS, which sounds horrible, but I really did feel that way. It's just, everything has just been scary. Like, my whole world. Because I feel like you know, yeah, okay, so right now in my life, it's just something that's written on a piece of paper. You know, okay, you have, you know, you no longer, we don't think you have neurosarcoidosis. We think you have multiple sclerosis. Yes, right now, it is only something written on a piece of paper. That's all it is right now. But sitting here right now, I would know that my first bout with it was really bad, and has thrown the doctors off so much that right now, like over the past couple of months, like I said in that video, they don't even know how to treat me right now. They don't know if we should start steroids, if we should start immunosuppressants, if I should do plasmapheresis, if I should do IVIG. And all of those are very critical decisions to make, and depending on what is actually the disease, they can't make a decision on that. And I am not upset with the doctors. I don't want them to make a decision that is going to hurt me. And I don't want to put pressure on them to do that. And, oh gosh. And I understand that, like, I don't, like, buddy, mommy is okay. I'm okay, buddy. I'm okay. Mommy's okay. I promise I'm okay. Yeah, we'll be all right. Yeah. You think we'll be okay? Yeah. I think so too. We'll figure it out, huh? We figure it out. We always do. Yeah, we always figure it out, Ozzy. Yeah, that's okay. Let mommy finish up this video and tell everybody what's going on. There you go, buddy. My little nurse. But I don't want to put pressure on them to do something that's going to hurt me. And I understand nobody wants to make a call, and, you know, I get all of that. But I received an email from my neurologist this morning, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it. And maybe I'll post it at the end of this. But there's a possibility, and I just can't even, I literally cannot even wrap my head around it. There is a possibility that I have something that, I forget how he worded it, but that they can't put a name on it, or something that I think he said hasn't been named yet. And talked about sending me to the Mayo Clinic for 1 to 2 weeks to see multiple doctors in succession for evaluation, to see, I guess, if they can figure it out and name a new disease. I mean, for a lack of a better way to put it. And it really sucks being on this side of the table. Really bad. You know, because I had gotten to the point where things are never easy for me. And I know a lot of people don't understand that, and that's fine. But I had gotten to the point where I thought I saw the worst of it. And that I just had to be strong and continue to find a way to make it through each day and take advantage of the days that I could, and not beat myself up on the days that I couldn't do the things that I wanted, and not get mad at myself, and not get mad at the world, and not get taken out on the people around me, and just not be so angry at everything. Like, I feel like I was getting to that point. My poor dog must be stressed all the time, huh, buddy? But I feel like I was getting to that point. And now, like, I feel, especially, like, I've already been to the Cleveland Clinic, I've been to St. E., I've been to the University of Cincinnati, and now they're wanting to ship me to the Mayo Clinic in Minneapolis and then, what if they don't know? And if that's the case, I feel like I don't know anything. Like, I don't know what to expect ever. And then I sit there and I'm like, okay, well, do I just, like, sell my house and travel for a couple of years, because in 2.5 years I'm gonna be deaf, I'm gonna be blind, and I'm gonna be in a wheelchair? I haven't even told anybody, but, like, one of the things they had me do is they had me go for a hearing test, and I failed it. Like, I need hearing aids, and it has to do with something I don't even understand at this point. I can't wrap my head around that either. But it has to do with the whole neurological spinal cord, like, neurons, I don't know. And I don't know, do they know if it's just if the hearing aids are delaying the inevitable? I don't want to live with regrets. I don't want to be in a couple of years in a wheelchair and be like, I had a warning in 2015. I had a warning at the end of 2019. And I didn't take advantage of the rest of the time that I had. When I was able to get out and do things, and just, like, suck it up and do stuff like that, or I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I cannot believe that I am in the position that to where I really could have something that hasn't been named before. How many people are on the planet? Oh, my Lord. know, there are so many people that have it so much worse than me. And you know, there's so much of me that feels bad that I'm even doing this video and that I'm upset and that, like, I feel guilty for that. But it just comes down to the fact that, like, I'm scared. I'm sad. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I know that when Selma Blair was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, she had said, you know, that everybody would just think that she was crazy when she talked about her symptoms. And so when she got diagnosed, she said she felt relieved, like she was happy because there was finally something that she could name and that, you know, she was taken seriously, and it was like, oh, good, I have that. Like, she felt like it validated everything, and I 100% understand that. Like, I get where she's coming from. And I feel like I am just, like, being thrown around the medical world and nobody knows what to do with me. And I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming any of my doctors. Like, I have some really good doctors. And unfortunately, I just don't check all of the boxes here, or too many here, or this is abnormal. My neurologist actually says in the email that they say, your body forgot to read the textbook. And you know, that sounds about right. That totally sounds something that would be totally me. So, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna talk to him about it more. I don't want to go to the Mayo Clinic to have it be like the Cleveland Clinic. Just to go up there and be like, oh, let's do my tests all over, and then them just send me home while I've spent all this money to go up there or go out there and spend the money for all the tests with them to not even really care. So yeah, if you're a praying person, please pray for me. If you're not, good thoughts would be good. And to those of you that are close to me, I'm really sorry that you found this much information in a stupid video. And I love you. It's just too overwhelming for me to make so many calls and texts and stuff. Like, I just can't handle it right now. But I love everybody, and I'm still here. You know, you can reach out. So, love you guys.